there's certain things that are like, okay, what are we dealing with here?
Yeah.
Like, is this
Amazing.
a simulation? Like, what is this?
Right.
Have you seen the thing about the book from 1953 that talks about Elon wanting to go to Mars? Like a Werner von Braun? Like,
No.
have you seen this? Where's my phone?
I saw Elon tweet it.
Yeah, Elon tweeted it. You can find it. See, like, there's certain things where you go, come on. Just even the name Elon, and Elon's going to take us to Mars. Like,
Sorry, you mean in there's a
1953.
character.
So here it is. This is in a Werner von Braun book. So Elon is the elected leader of the Martian government, serving a 5-year term. Elon and their cabinet administrator have laws enacted by 2 houses of parliament. Elon in Project Mars, a technical tale, is the name of the Martian leader, and the connection between the character and Elon Musk led to speculation about Werner von Braun's influence on Musk's space exploration.
Okay, now
so this is a book from, I think it's 1953.
Okay, you ready?
Right? Is that when he wrote it, Jamie?
Hold on.
Said 48 to 49.
See if you can find the tweet, that Elon's tweet, because Elon's tweet is hilarious. Because, like, how is this possible? Because he's like, this doesn't even make sense. This is so crazy.
I do have one non-sexy explanation that can explain this.
Okay.
One of his parents was a huge fan of that author, read that book, and in honor of that character, actually called Elon Musk Elon.
Sure, that's great. But what are the odds that guy's going to develop rockets?
That's true.
What are the odds that your little baby boy, who you're naming when he was 1 day old, is going to develop?
Yeah, that part.
1953 book, Mars Project by Werner von Braun says the leader of Mars shall be called Elon. Someone pulled the original German manuscript out of the archives to debunk this myth, only to confirm that von Braun did indeed predict he'd be called Elon. And Elon writes, "How can this be real?" It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy because the guy's literally obsessed with Mars and has created rockets that you can catch. Rockets that
have you seen when Trump explains that?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So amazing.
It's amazing what he can do with these rockets. It's nuts, man. We're living in a very, very strange time. What is this? This is Elon's dad.
It says Elon's father named him after reading the book. It's common knowledge.
Amazing. He did name him after reading the book.
Okay, so
amazing.
I
but
got
also,
that part. Okay.
Still, what are the odds?
Still.
What are the odds? There's 8 billion people on this fucking planet. What are the odds that your kid who you named Elon because you read a book becomes the guy? And Elon didn't even know about it?
Wow.
What about that thing with Barron Trump? Have you heard that?
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
thing? Like,
that's nuts too.
That's wild.
Find that one. That one's nuts too. That one's completely bizarre.
Barron, the young kid.
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, he'll pull it up. Okay. I don't want to fuck it up. But there's a few of those that make you wonder, like, is this a simulation? Is this real? I feel like there's aspects of it that are real.
I'm trying to find the year. There's a series of books from, like, I think it's the late 1800s or something.
Yeah.
About, it says 1900 here, but it's like a person named Barron Trump goes on these adventures, gets a guy from Manhattan to be his, like, guide. It's very strange and very similar to, like, what.
See if you can find what the synopsis, like what connects it to Barron Trump. It seems real weird. It's almost like the telepathy thing. Like someone in the past says, "I think something's gonna happen one day. I just get this feeling. This is Elon motherfucker's gonna." You know what I mean? Like there's I think there's some weird things about the potential futures, and that might be also what we're seeing with this alien stuff. I think this alien stuff might be the future.
How many times have you had Elon on the show?
Oh, a bunch of times.
The book was called The Last President. Oh, ad blocker.
The Last President. That's kind of crazy. Because if the shit hits the fan and the aliens land, he is the last president. An 1889 novel called Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey was written by Ingersoll Lockwood. He would go on to write another book called The Last President in 1900. Mystery which involves the Trump family, Nikola Tesla, time travel, and dark forces.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lives in a castle called Castle Trump.
So he's follows the adventures of a young aristocrat named Barron Trump living in a castle named Castle Trump, which is fucking crazy. The character is described as intelligent, curious, and somewhat arrogant, guided by his mentor, Dawn. Barron embarks on fantastical journeys, including one to discover a magical portal in Russia.
Uh-oh. Putin connections confirmed.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's like, is this
That's
bullshit? Is life bullshit? Is life real?
Wow.
I think life's mostly real. But, this is the problem with the whole idea of simulation theory, is that if it's true, if there is a simulation, and the simulation, if we develop technology where the simulation becomes indiscernible from reality itself,
right.
how will we know?
Right.
Maybe we'll know from goofy clues like that, like silly coding, Easter eggs that God leaves behind.
I would love to know what was the mechanism by which, for each of those stories that you came up with, who came up with, like,
right.
was it just a fan of one of those books who said, wait a minute? And
right. Well, the weird one is, why is Wernher von Braun writing fiction when he's a fucking Nazi?
Yeah,
why
right.
what in Nazi running NASA, and before that he was writing fiction? Like, how's he have time? How's he have time to write fiction when this guy's in the middle of developing rockets for the Germans?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing
Yeah.
story.